Hi everyone, today we are making some Keto Kugel. It's kind of like a casserole. You use noodles. We're going to use chocolate noodles today. I'm Anita from KetogenicWoman.com, where I share keto and carnivore recipes and other cooking ideas. If you are new here, please check out some of my other videos and consider becoming a subscriber. And for those of you returning, welcome back. Okay, so first a little bit of an explanation, just in case this is your first time seeing this video or anything else on my channel. A couple of days ago, I posted a video where I made chocolate noodles. Here they are. I have about 14 ounces of noodles here. I weighed them. So I was trying to think of something I could do with them, and I thought, the noodle kugel is probably the most common and well-known recipe, especially if you're of Jewish descent or Eastern European with all those influences. This is something that, not chocolate, but regular noodle kugel is something that I was familiar with growing up. So I've actually never made one before. I know what's in it, and I know the concept, and I've certainly never made anything with chocolate noodles. So let's talk about the chocolate noodles. I made these a couple of days ago. I'm going to post the video where I made them. I made them using keto chow. I'm going to give you an alternative because I know many of you either can't get keto chow or don't want to, and that's fine. So I'm going to post another video below. It's a video on from Healthy Ambitions, where she made a chocolate noodle and she used regular ingredients like cocoa powder and stuff like that. So you can choose to make that one, or you can try this one. Or if you have your own recipe for keto chocolate noodles, then go for it. You can also just make this recipe with regular noodles and add whatever else you want. With regular keto noodles, I mean. So yeah, I just wanted to give that little explanation. So let's get started. I've got the oven set to 350 degrees. And I'm going to start with just telling you what all is in Noodle Kugel.
Oh, I said it right.
So, cottage cheese, sour cream. I didn't know if I had enough sour cream, so I brought some Greek yogurt out of the fridge just in case. Some eggs. I think I'm going to use probably 4 eggs today. Some cinnamon, some sweetener. Melted butter. I have 4 tablespoons melted butter, and I will have all this either all below or on my website. I'm not sure which. It depends on my time over the next couple of days. An 8-inch pan to bake it in. Let's start. I'm going to melt this butter, and then I'm going to start mixing everything up. This is for the topping. I'll explain the topping later. But I'm going to start mixing everything up into this bowl here. I'll be right back. I'm going to melt the butter. Melted butter. Now, these are long noodles, so I'm going to cut them up a little bit. First I'm going to put them in this casserole, basically a cake pan. I had rinsed them really well, and so I wanted to drain them on a paper towel to get any extra moisture out of there. I suppose I could just leave them long because I'll be cutting this into squares, so that should be fine. I don't think I need to worry about cutting them really. But there we go. We've got our noodles in there. And I'm going to put in my other things here. So I'm kind of eyeballing this recipe. It's really what you're doing with a kugel recipe is you're making a custard. It's generally sweet. You can make savory kugels. If you've never heard of this before, Google it and you'll be surprised at all the delicious looking kugels that come up. Since I have the sweet chocolate noodles, I'm going with sweet today. And so we're gonna start with, I'm gonna put in a cup of cottage cheese, and I'm hoping to put in a cup of sour cream. Don't know if I have enough. So that's why I brought the yogurt along. Okay, I'm going to put in some granular swerve. I'm thinking maybe 1/3 of a cup. There's about a tablespoon left in there, I think. Or maybe 2. Let's say 1/2 a cup.
This is empty.
Stir that around. I mean, we know this is going to be sweet, so let's just go for it. Some cinnamon. Oh, my eggs. Okay, I'm getting my beater. It's a pretty simple recipe. You know, you just a custard over noodles and then you bake it. I'm going to pour the butter, the melted butter in slowly while I'm doing this. That's pretty much the recipe. I'm going to pour it on top of these noodles. Okay, get that out of the way. And I had a little oh, here is my topping. So this topping, it's optional, but since I'm making something that is going quite sweet here, I think it's a good idea. I'm going to make, or I have made a topping. It's kind of streusely. It's 4 tablespoons of brown sugar swerve mixed with 2 tablespoons of butter and some cinnamon. And I'm just going to sprinkle that on top. You just kind of mix it together until it's sort of crumbly. You could, if you don't have problems with almond flour, you could add a little bit of almond flour in here, into this, and that will make it more like a streusel topping. But I'm trying to stay nut-free wherever I can. But if you're okay with it, you can certainly do that. Okay. Heard the oven, so the oven is ready. I'm not even sure how long this is going to need because like I said, I'm kind of in uncharted territory. I'm gonna get the sticky stuff off my hands and then put that in the oven. All right, this is going in. I'm going to put, I think I'm gonna go for 20 minutes and then I'll check it and see if it's done. So today, while we're waiting for the oven, went to the post office and I got a Christmas card from Janet Greta. That's so nice of you. Thank you so much. Awesome. And I got something from Dee. I'm not going to say her last name because I, don't know how people feel about being on the internet with their full names being used. So it's from Dee, and I know who she is. And she sent me a whole whack of keto chow. There's some flavors in here that I have never seen before. So I'm kind of excited. Which one was that? I don't think I have ever had root beer float or the, what was the other one? Peaches and cream yet. So very excited. These make, as we're finding out, they are making wonderful cookies. And yeah, so thank you, Dee, very much for the keto chow. I appreciate it so much. Okay, so that's just baking and we'll see you in the next segment. Okay, look at this. It is steaming hot. It is bubbling. It needs to cool down quite a bit. So I'm gonna let it do that and then be back in the next segment to cut it and taste it. Okay, we're back. This smells amazing, I have to say. So It's probably cooled down for 20-30 minutes, but I'm going to cut it because I can hardly wait to see what we have here. It's a little bit soft in the middle there. I did end up letting this bake for a lot longer than I imagined. I somehow thought maybe it would be 20 minutes, but it turned out to be about 35. So, oh, look at that. Okay, I'm getting a couple of long noodles here. So, the noodles are still intact. I'm kind of impressed with that. There does seem to be a lot of liquid in the bottom of the pan. Now, maybe that's normal, or maybe I just used too much liquid. I don't think it's coming out of the noodles because they're in one piece. I'm going to put this in the fridge and see what it's like later, but it looks pretty good. Well, how does it taste? Let me see here. Tastes like noodle pudding, which is what Kugel basically tastes like. I'm kind of impressed. Tastes really good. This would be a good, you know, maybe a weekend brunch item, I think. I'm gonna take another bite. Get some more of those noodles in there. They held up really good. Their texture is excellent. Overall, this is like so much more than, you know, I thought it might taste okay or it might be a fail, but I didn't think it would actually taste quite good. So I'm gonna call it a success. I'm gonna put it in the fridge and see what it's like later, and try to figure out this all this moisture that I have in the pan. But other than that, it's pretty good. So thanks for joining me on this cooking adventure, and I will see you guys in the next video. Can you believe we made something out of chocolate noodles? Would you have thought that? Oh my goodness.
Don't know how people feel about being on the YouTube. Chocolate Noodle Kugel. No, that doesn't sound. Keto Noodle Kugel. No, Keto Noodle Kugel. K-U-G-E-L. How the world went. Keto Noodle Kugel. It's gonna make me laugh. I know, it's a funny name. Keto Kugel. Noodle Kugel. Okay. Hi everyone. Today we are making some Keto Kugel.